Greetings, Graham Fire. Today I'm going to spend a few minutes getting back into my training division realm, and we're going to talk about the Bluetooth pairing for our portable radios to our SCBAs. I want to go through some of the best practices and also a few things on troubleshooting. What happens if you can't get your radio to pair, how to pair a new radio to a new pack. Maybe your pack goes down halfway through the shift and you want to repair it. So I'm going to kind of cover all of the bases. I'm sure there'll be more questions, but I'm hoping that this quick tutorial gives you a broad overview of how to make it work at 0800 when you do shift change. So we're going to get started. First thing that we need to do is make sure that we have our radio, and once this is all rolled out, each radio will have a specific key tag that is paired to that radio. So on every engine company, you'll have 5 key tags, 4, one for each radio, and then a specific one that says BT clear. Now the Bluetooth clear, what this does is it swipes the memory from your SCBA. Now before we go too deep into this, I want you to think about the radio in terms of your cell phone and the pack in terms of getting into your new car. Once you pair your cell phone to your car, my cell phone's not going to pair to your car unless I pair it. Same kind of theory is once I have this radio paired to this SCBA, it is paired until we either unpair it or turn the Bluetooth off. All right, so let's go through the basics. All right, so I'm going to talk real briefly on how we pair this specific radio to this specific pack. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the key tag that is labeled that corresponds with our APX 7000. So this one I'm using is the old Chief 96 radio, and this key tag is essentially the key that allows this SCBA to recognize this Bluetooth radio. So the first thing we're going to do, make sure we have the key tag. We're going to grab our control module and we're going to hold one of the green buttons. This is also the way that you check your battery. So that comes up, you see your battery, and then hit the pass alarm and it goes into RFID mode. You have 30 seconds to then take this key tag, touch it to the green area, and this RFID turns green. Now this pack will look for this radio. The second step, turn on our radio.
Channel 2.
Once the radio loads up, the Bluetooth has already been enabled on all these radios and it is default to turn on. So we're going to turn our radio on, then we're going to turn on our pack. Let our SCBA go through its normal load up procedure. And in just a second, there's going to be a pair request. Hit OK. So now, this radio is paired to this pack indefinitely. So now that your radio is paired, there's 2 ways you can make sure that it is connected. So I'm going to show you in normal operations. I'm going to keep this from ringing. Once we mask up, and we clip into air, you're going to hear an audible noise. That tells me that it's paired, that little doo-doo-doo. The other way you can tell once you're paired is if you look down, you can see the green Bluetooth illuminated on the control module. Now as soon as I unclip, you'll hear it unpair. That tells you that it's unpaired. If at any point, sorry about that, if at any point it doesn't connect, the radio defaults to unpaired. So operations are as normal. So if it's not working, business as usual. If something goes wrong and you feel like you're having issues, this bottom button right here, button 2, if you push it, it turns the Bluetooth off on the radio. So let's say that something happens during the day, an SCBA goes down, or your radio's not pairing. I want to go through the quick steps on how to troubleshoot it and how to repair the radio with the correct tag. So what you want to do is find the tag that says Bluetooth clear or BT clear. Go through the same steps. Hold the green button. The battery indicator will show up. Hit the middle button. Goes into RFID mode. Take your Bluetooth clear, touch it to the green. It has now swiped the memory of the pack. So now this pack doesn't even know there's a radio that exists. Then we're going to find our correct key tag. We're going to repair it. It turns green. And then we're going to go through the same steps. We're going to turn the pack on. We're going to wait for the radio to accept the Bluetooth request, hit OK, and then from that point forward, this pack and this radio are paired together. All right, once we're paired and we're operating while we're connected to air, the great thing is regardless of what push-to-talk you use, whether it's the RSM or it's the big button, wherever you push, you're going to be speaking through those noise-canceling microphones that are in your mask-mounted regulator, in that MMR. So as long as you push the button and talk, you have noise canceling and you just talk as normal. It works amazing. Like I said, if it does not connect, it's business as usual. If you talk through this one or if you talk through this one, you will still transmit because it defaults to off. All right, there's lots of stuff, there's lots of questions. I know this is a change. I'm gonna be super deliberate about rolling it out, and I can't wait to start testing this a little bit more in the field. So as always, your safety is our priority.